Okay, in this video, I'm going to share with you a couple of strategies that you could use today to make yourself feel awkward in almost every presentation that you will ever do for the rest of your life. I guarantee it. So what I like to do is I like to bring sales books to my presentations, especially if I'm doing a cold call. I find if you say to the person that opens up the door, if you're doing a cold call and they say, "Can I help you?" You say, Can I help you?" And they're like, they might say something like, "Dude, you're at my front door." And you're like, "Okay, stop yelling." Then you find the part that you want, and hopefully if you find a chapter that you really like, you bookmark it. Sometimes you might have to do it in front of a prospect, but that's okay, because if you hold your book just right, then you can hide the answers from the person standing in the doorway. And your goal, like in chapter 13 of this book, is to count the no answers, because I find it really builds my self-esteem if I can get as many no's as I can in a day. So if I'm knocking on doors, sometimes what I'll do is I'll press the doorbell and then I'll knock really fast, about 10 times. And then if they open the door, I'll actually hold the doorknob, because you want to be able to bait them into really wanting to have a conversation with you. So I'll hold the doorknob closed as the customer's trying to pull on the door to open it, and then I let it go. I find that is a really good conversation starter. And then once you pick them up off the floor, you say like, "So why are we here today?" And if you get no, then you can write that down in your notebook that I got a no. And you just go to the next door and you do the same thing, but you want to try and mix it up a bit. So what I like to do sometimes is I'll kick the door instead of knocking gently, because especially if it's 6 o'clock in the morning, what I find is sometimes you could even say, and this works really well, "Open up, it's the police." They really like that. Like, you get a lot of no's really fast. So especially in an apartment building, if you can somehow sneak into an apartment building and you can go floor after floor and kick the door, knock on the door, what I like to do is I like to run down the hall and knock on every door and then yell, "Boo-ha." And then when they open the door and they say stuff, like sometimes I can't understand what they're saying, because it's like they're swearing and cuss words and stuff. And like, "Why did you just wake my baby up?" And there's crying and stuff in the hallway. So that was a bad day. So if you can master the game of the catch, which is chapter 18, then you have to master no before you can master yes. So I'm really good at people saying no to me. I think that's like, it's a gift. Like, yeah, so I hope this helps you to be more awkward in your presentation. Probably doesn't. This is probably stupid. It probably won't help you be more awkward. Never works. Maybe, does it help? I don't know, like, don't subscribe to my channel if you don't feel like it, because if you don't think I'm helping, then I could write this in the Scribbler, like, if you want to comment that this helps you, or don't comment, like, I probably won't read it. But does this help you make awkward presentations? Like, yeah, so dumb. Okay, you can go now. Bye. Thanks. Oops. Oh, how do you turn this thing off? Oh, my stupid light.